Yo, interestingly, throughout our universe of science and nature, interconnected groups of three integral parts abound. They go beyond just a trio or triplicate, and they're not just regular triads or trines, but intimately connected ones. Triangles are good illustrations of such triunes or three in one triunities. That is, they are three and one simultaneously. Here's a list of such natural trinominals. First, the most obvious component of the entire observable universe, the material substance of physical matter. All such matter comprises depth, length, and width. In all three dimensions have three potential forms, gas, liquid, and solid. In turn, each atomic form consists of protons, neutrons, and electrons. So, not only a trinominal, but a triune of trinominals, each in harmonious intergalactic triplicity. Then the protons consist of one so-called down quark and two so-called up quarks, while neutrons consist of two so-called down quarks and one so-called up quark. Electrons are considered elementary or indivisible particles. However, they're a type of negative charged lepton, which consists of three types: electron, muon, and tauon. More specifically towards Earth, our ozone layer's molecules are three interdependent and inseparable oxygen atoms. Past our atmosphere, our environment consists of a distinct air, land, and water. Our general environment's other major triune consists of animal, mineral, and vegetable. Through her all shines our sun's triune energy, heat, and light, as do all stars to their planets if they have them. Speaking of light, it comprises the actinic, chemically reactive, calorific, harboring energy, and luminiferous, visibly seen. Of this visible spectrum, specific blue, green, and red wavelengths create every possible visible color. In mammalian vision equals three types of photoreceptor cells to see it: rods, cones, and ganglion retinal cells. So, not only a triune, but a tripartite of triunes. Paint has its own triune spectrum. Blue, red, and yellow create every possible color. The water cycle, vital to all life, equals evaporation, then precipitation, then water's incorporation into the environment, and back to evaporation, etc., cyclically. And water equals two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom intertwined. So, besides a triune, a tripartite of three in ones. Fire, also vital to life, equals fuel, heat, and oxygen simultaneously. Human and most animal bodies equal head, limbs, and torso, each of which has blood, bones, and flesh. Within each aforementioned body, part, and component resides DNA molecules, each comprising deoxyribose sugars, nitrogenous bases, and phosphates. So, not only a triunity, but a triplex of a triunity of three in ones. Natural phenomenon further demonstrates triskelion forms such as chickens, chick, hen, and egg cycle, eggs, shell, white, and yolk, fruits, peel, flesh, and seeds, human reproduction, man, woman, and child, plant reproduction, two plants, and an insect. Also, inclined planes. Effort, load, and the plane itself with three types: ramp, screw, and wedge. Finally, our modern harnessing of electricity, which is amps, current, ohms, load, and volts, potential, has made life easier. If you know of any other natural triunes, name them in the comments section. Or in other words, trinities. Also, numerous religions recognize the universe as simultaneously natural, supernatural, and metaphysical. Most importantly, I quote the religious texts Romans chapter 1 verse 20. The invisible things of God from our world's creation are clearly seen, being understood through what was created, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. And Godhead is defined as the nature of God, especially when regarded as triune. Summarily, nature reflects God's nature, a trinity. As long as we understand that analogies are highly imperfect, that is, God is not made of physical matter, nor is he divisible or unequal in any way, as these examples are. But they are highly illustrative and the best way we can grasp the Trinity concept in this present limited life. And I find it interesting that the 2 millennia old Trinitarian dogma was further bolstered by modern discoveries which were then unknown. As for previously known Trinitarian aspects of nature, they might explain why some pre-Christian peoples had a quasi-Trinitarian concept of three gods or a three-headed God. But after the advent of Christian revelation, we now know fully what and who the triune God is.